So welcome back to another video on the channel, and in this video today we're going to be servicing this 20 plate Ford Focus. Oil change required. So oil life's gone all the way down and now he wants an oil change. So we're on 72,000 miles, there or thereabouts. It's about right for wanting an oil change. So yeah, I'm gonna get to it. I'm just gonna let this warm up a little bit, get a bit of heat into the oil, and that way it'll drain out of the car a little bit nicer. So yeah, plus I get to sit here with the aircon on for a little bit. So yeah, we'll cut back when we start taking things apart. So we've got the oil filter housing down there, that's 27mm. So it looks like we're going to have to remove this air box out of the way just to get down to that one. Do have new oil filter and seal. And then down under here, I'm going to have to take this under tray off. So presume T30s. We'll get them off, get this under tray down, and then we should be able to find that sump plug. So as you can see, that is a wholly unreasonable amount of bolts to be getting out for an under tray. Obviously there's a bit of water because the aircon was running, but obviously that's exposed our sump, and yeah, right at the back here, the sump plug. So yeah, we're going to crack that, get the oil draining, because we do have a little bit of temperature in this, and then yeah, crack on. So now we've cracked this one loose. This is a 14mm. All we're going to do is take this out. I believe these bolts are one-time use and use like a rubber seal rather than a crush washer. But yeah, I'm going to stop filming here whilst I make sure I get the oil into the drain pan correctly. There we go. Got the oil draining in there. As you can see, I've kept hold of the bolt. I've managed to not drop it into the oil pan. So yeah, just need to wait for about 6 litres of the stuff to drain out. Should be fun. So whilst we're waiting for the oil to drain underneath, I'm just going to quickly whip this air box out, get it out of the way so we can get to the oil filter housing down here. So now I've got air filter removed. That gives us better access now down to the oil filter housing. So I'm going to put a rag under, try and catch any stuff that does want to seep out. But yeah, should be a fairly simple job of just unscrewing that, catching the oil, changing the filter, and reinstalling. So here's our old filter. As we can see, it's nice and black. I will open this up in a minute, just have a look, make sure we've got no sparklers in there. It was a nasty surprise. And then we have, of course, a very nice quality MAN filter to replace it with. And including with that, we also get the new seal, which sits here. Just got that. And then a brand new filter as well. So I'm going to take that off, give it a quick wipe out, get a bit of oil, rub it on this seal, get it set back on there. And then yeah, we can put this new sump plug back in once that's finished trickling out. And just like magic, we have our new filter in and our filter housing back in and tight. 25 newton meters on both sump plug and oil filter housing. But again, do your own research, find the ones for your engine. Yeah, so I'm gonna get this airbox back in now because this bit's done up here. We'll just need to fill the oil and put the sump plug back in. So again, that is a new sump plug in there. Just use a bit of brake clean around the area just to clean that up. So now we're going to go back up top, put some oil in, clean the dipstick, and then fill it to where it needs to be. So we've been filling it using our Mobil Super 3000. As you can see, we don't have a lot of that left. Coming back up onto here, onto the dipstick. We can see there on this side it's what, 2 notches away from full. It is on a slight angle, so that is absolutely fine, and a little bit will get sucked into the oil housing there anyway. So what we can do, just double check that, get a quick wipe, and we go in, straight back out, and again you can go see top 2 and just below top 2 on that. So that's a true reading there. So we're all good, and you can see that's nice clean fresh oil on that dipstick, which is what we like, and we filled it using a funnel so we don't spill a drop. So yeah, engine takes 6.2 litres. We bought 6, knowing that some of that oil won't have made its way out, and you can top it up at a later date if he needs. So we are still jacked up in the air, but what I am going to do now is I'm going to start the engine, get that oil circulating around, get it a bit of temperature in it again. We'll check for leaks. If we've got no leaks, we'll throw that under tray back on and call this one a success. And we'll also reset the oil life. And apart from this car making a god awful racket, we have no leaks. So we'll call that mission success and get that under tray back on, drop it down, check the level again. But that's this one done for today, guys. So that's added to a service on a 1.5 diesel 2020 Ford Focus, and this one is an ST line, but it's probably the same engine in a non. Cheers.